Alrighty guys, how's it going today? I got a pile of things I should be doing other than this, but this is what I'm doing for my wife. She decided she wanted a winch put on this thing. So she decided she wanted a horn, which she got. And she decided she wanted to be able to pull the little sprayer with it, which I did. So the sprayer is right here, the connector for it, and then I just pin it. Obviously the hitch was already there. The horn. So for a winch on this guy, now, I don't know if that's where it's supposed to be or not, but it's got these two spots down here, right? And that's 2 inch by 2 inch, both holes, but there's no hole in the front down there. So I just made this hole, but that goddamn thing is set at an angle, so it points somewhat downward. So what I came up with is something like this, and it goes through the hole, the plastic covering, and it'll go into there like so, like that. And I might not be perfectly straight on my plastic part, but anyways, so my plan is to weld this into here. And I drilled a hole in it right there. And then this piece will slide inside of this. And you pin it through there. But that piece will need a plate, mount plate. I'm hoping the mount plate came with the winch she bought. So she bought this winch. And there's supposed to be a mount plate. I haven't even opened the box. So this is a Champion 3,000 pound pull weight, and it's got your handheld remote, and it's got a cable guide, mount plate, solenoid, contractor, whatever, and all the wire leads to run it to a battery. So I should be able to mount that plate to this 1.5 by 1.5 square. So that 1.5 by 1.5 square, it'll be out here, and the winch will sit on top out front out here. Basically is what we're getting at. And then when it's not in use, you can take that off and set it in the shop or whatever. If you don't need it, right? Just when you go to the bush, if you figure you're gonna need it out there. So that's kind of what my thought was anyways. In here, I'll have to run a gusset of some sort, maybe from the underside, from on that side, down on the side here, along, and then down, just to give it added stability. So that's this is kind of what I came up with anyway. And this way, this isn't sticking way the hell out here all the time, causing a problem. I suppose I could have possibly made it so it would have worked to go in there, but then it would be leaning upwards so bad. So we're doing it this way, and it'll be pointing downwards just a bit, and it's out of the way. No biggie, right? So I'm just trying to get all my pieces figured out what I need, and then we'll start welding and doing some paint and so on and so forth. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Okay guys, so got my inner piece welded in there. Then I had this piece, it was straight. It was straight. So it came straight down. So it dropped down here where my hand is. And it was pointing downward, and I didn't really like that. So then I took it out and I cut a V in it, bent it upward. Bent it a little too much, but now it's pointing upwards a little bit, but not bad. But this is better than what it was before. Gotta let that cool, throw some paint on her. And now we took the plastic out of the way. I got this bar. I'm actually gonna bring the welder back. I'm gonna weld this right here to this cross member bar. It's probably just light pipe, this son of a bitch, but instead of putting gussets in, I can put this here. Weld that there to give it some stability, and then that in there, which is removable, and life will be good. Bring you back in a little while. I ran all the cable out in free flow, guys, and now we're winding her back up. Just gotta sit there and hold it. You gotta hold the button. Long ways to go, babe. This thing was just a bag to get all wired in proper. And, well, not so much wired in as much as to make it neat and that kind of thing. Stop. Okay, so it's all wound up. Got the toggle switch right here. There we go. Took that whole floor pan out like 3 fucking times. And then finally got the toggle switch mounted nice. Control box is underneath, down in there. All those wires. And then it didn't actually say that you had to, but there is one red wire. It said in the paperwork suggested to hook to ignition, but it wouldn't work. So I ended up running a jumper wire. See here, like that. This guy. So when not in use, he just gets disconnected from the battery. Close the seat, and there it is. 3,000 pound friggin' winch. I fucked with this thing almost all fucking day. But the plate worked out really nice. And it's removable, so you just disconnect these 2 wires, you could slide it right off. Good to go, right? Okay, that job is done, finally. Thank God. Alrighty guys, there. Winch install on a Kawasaki 610 Mule. Okay. Do I get a thumbs up for this? Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Now you're happy? You better be, because I'm not. I wasted all day on this goddamn thing.
Muffin.
Alrighty, guys. Give us thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done. Catch y'all later. Well, guys, she's a raining again. We didn't get a lot of rain today. This afternoon it started raining, but there's your rainbow. But it's just a nice, steady, not heavy rain, kind of a little bit more than a drizzle. How much are we gonna end up getting? I have no idea. My guess is this will blow over. It's starting to clear out that away to the west. So far we've had just a smidge over a tenth. I highly doubt we'll make 2/10, but you never know. But anywho, yeah, just draining water out of the camper and that kind of stuff now. Waiting for this thing to finish draining. It's pissing out there from when we were gone earlier this year. Trying to get things tidied up. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. We'll yammer at you all later.